Hi everybody, my name's Allie. I just want to start out with just talking a little bit about where I was before I started Power Pose. And I've been working with Power Pose for almost a year and a half now. I just want to say I'm nowhere near where I want to end up. But in that year and a half, I have seen so many changes. One, on the scale, but I would say mostly just in my life in general and how I feel about myself, how I view myself, how I feel every day. Before I started Power Pose, I was just a chronic dieter. I always felt like I was overweight. I was always trying to lose weight. It never was working. I remember at one point I did the keto diet. I did it for almost a year and I was in like a brain fog for an entire year. I was exhausted. I couldn't work out. I lost a lot of weight, but then when I stopped, I gained more back. I was hungry all the time. I was eating like nothing. I've also done a lot of work spiritually and where I am emotionally, made changes in my life to also lead me to where I'm at now. But I would say Power Pose has been a huge change to just better my life in general. I started working out at CrossFit Oroville when Power Pose first started. I was working out really hard and nothing was really changing. I was tired. I wasn't really being able to lift heavy things, which is not really my goal. Like, I don't want to be a power lifter, but I want to be able to do functional things. Like, I want to be able to help move a couch and do things at my house. I just decided that it was time. I was just gonna work with them because I remember seeing it and I'm like, okay, I think that this is a program that's gonna work for me. I started Power Pose, I worked with Andrea and have been working with her, and literally my life was completely and forever changed around food. I started out with Power Pose eating like 1,200 to 1,400 calories a day. And as I was working with Andrea, I was like, oh, first thing she's gonna do is, drop my calories. I'm gonna be hungry. I was like dreading that first check-in where we were gonna set my first goals. And she increased my calories. And I was like, this isn't gonna work. This is weird. Over the course of probably the next 6-7 months, she just kept increasing my calories and I was losing weight. I had so much energy. If you would have asked me before, was I tired? I would have said no, I'm fine. But I think I was living in a chronic state of tiredness because I was starving myself for years. Someone asked me about macro tracking and Power Pose. I say, it's like a budget. Like, let's say you wanna go to Europe and you're gonna make a budget and you're gonna set a goal on what you can spend. You know how much you have, you know how much you can spend. That's just like macro tracking. You have your amount of calories in the day. You know certain places where that needs to go and your protein, your carbs, and your fats. And you just make a plan. You have to track it. You have to weigh it. You have to spend the time and have food in the house. I know there's so many people who have benefited from this, who have busy lives. We work, have kids, dogs, whatever. Everyone's busy and if you just make the effort, you can do it. I found freedom in food. A whole year and a half I've been doing Power Pose. I have never eaten a salad because I do not like them. It's like torturous for me to eat a salad. And if I eat a salad for a meal, I am not satisfied. I've learned that I need to have some type of sweet dessert at the end of my day, whether it is like one cookie. That helps me feel satisfied at the end of the day. Like I didn't restrict anything. I ate what I wanted. And I have to say that I have not had a episode where I have binged on anything since I started Power Pose because I'm not restricting. I don't have to limit what I have. I'm allowed to eat any foods. We need all the foods. I've learned that no food is bad. Carbs are not bad. Sugar is not bad. But there's a certain amount of where that food should be eaten in the day to help you meet your goals. In summary, I would say that if you're on the fence, you should do Power Pose. If you are someone who was a chronic dieter like me, you should do Power Pose because this is literally the only thing that's ever worked for me. It's just a lifestyle. It is part of my life now. It's how I live my everyday. I wake up, I make a plan, I know what I'm gonna do, but also you can be flexible in that. I have ice cream, I go to the movie, I get popcorn, I eat cake, I eat cupcakes. You know, I go to parties and I can still eat the food there. You learn how to track that. You learn how to fit that into your day. You learn how to fit it into your life. And I can say that I have never felt more free in being able to do that and being able to just enjoy myself, not feel guilty about what I ate the next day, not decide that I need to work out 2 times in the next day because I ate this amount of food the day before. My life has been forever changed through Power Pose. I am a new person. I am more confident. I love myself more. I just say, if you're on the fence, everyone should do this. There's such a better way that fits everything you want to do with just a little bit of sacrifice and a little bit of planning and commitment. So anyway, I am truly thankful for all the coaches and everything that Power Pose has done for me and continues to do. I'm nowhere near the end of where, I want to be, but I am a stronger person and better for it.